You're listening to Remember, Remember from V for Vendetta, the movie that's practically a theme song for the Anonymous movement. Don't know Anonymous? They're the hackers who brought down MasterCard, PayPal, and Visa's websites after those companies cut off donations to WikiLeaks. You don't want to get on the wrong side of Anonymous. When the security firm H.B. Gary Federal announced it had uncovered the identities of the hackers behind those attacks, the Anonymous response was swift and brutal. H.B. Gary's servers were broken into, its emails pillaged and made public, its data destroyed, and its website defaced. Humiliated, HB's CEO Aaron Barr resigned. Now, because Anonymous is, well, anonymous, you can't exactly get them on the phone. However, there is a guy named Greg Hausch who's made himself their unofficial spokesperson. Steve Paulson's been wondering how that works.
You can't be, and that is a very dirty word when it comes to anonymous. If I were to ever say that or in any way admit to a reporter who asks that I would probably be in trouble. The way this really works is simply by being around them enough and having a name that had already been printed and already been run through, everything it could possibly be run through. I was out there, and when all this new round of stuff started to happen, the press, for the most part, like to print names. They don't like anonymous sources. And there's a lot of them that specifically, even in, the way they run the papers or their websites, they don't allow anonymous sources. So when they wanted to write about this, they came and found me because I was a name they could put down.
So basically you are, I guess you could say, a member of Anonymous or a participant with Anonymous, but not an actual spokesperson.
Again, member is another one of those really dirty words that gets people in trouble because in the end, there isn't a group. Anonymous, technically speaking, doesn't exist. It's just an idea. You can't really be a member of an idea.
Now, I have to say, Anonymous has been called all kinds of nasty things. It's been called a group of domestic terrorists, an internet hate machine, the dark heart of the web. How do you respond to such accusations?
True. Absolutely. It's all those things. And it's also a great bunch of people attempting to do good in the world, and it's also just a bunch of kids in their basement posting pictures to sites like 4chan. It's everything and everything in between.
Well, that's fascinating that you would, in a sense, embrace some of these domestic terrorists. I mean, you're saying that's true, and you're affiliated with this group.
Well, what I'm saying is that anyone is affiliated with this group. I mean, to put it in an example that really will make sense, when the attacks started happening against Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, and all that, someone joined into the IRC channel where people were, talking about what are we going to do about this and said, hey, here's a really good IP to hit that belongs to MasterCard, and it would probably down their website. It's an internal IP. It's behind the firewall. All these technical things, he says. Then he disappears. For all I know, that was you. You could never convince me that it wasn't because we have no idea who it was. And that's how this works.